Just when I thought things wouldn't get worse, guess what? Another power outage just happened earlier this morning. And for the most part, we went through that last year. I believe we went through it the year before. It's just beyond me at this point. Every single year, there's always been a power outage, at least once or twice. I mean, does that stupid company president ever know how to keep that dump stable? I don't think he has done anything, dude. I don't think he's done anything to make it stable. We still got a door that like the front door, when people open it, for whatever reason, it just has trouble closing. And when the wind blows, it's like it keeps pushing it out. Like, he's done nothing. He's also done nothing to better the company as far as revenue. It's all the same. Like, I'm through with this crap, dude. I've been through it. This is exactly why I'm not talking to anyone there. I mean, I wanted to greet Ernie on his birthday yesterday, but I bet he doesn't even have a phone. I asked him, I kind of joked with him about, getting a phone on his wish list. Maybe he has a phone now. I don't know. I haven't seen him at all today. But this is the same dude that is always broke. Just never has any more money until payday. My God. He's just as stubborn as Dewey, who doesn't have a goddamn job, man. Except Dewey's worse. And that's my ex-close friend. It's already hard enough to deal with that fool, even when we were just friends. I mean, I'm not the only one that's frustrated. Neil's been frustrated. Julio, to an extent, has been frustrated. I mean, don't forget, Julio told me way back in 2016, and he asked me if these are the kind of people I wanted to be associated with. Now I'm really giving it some thought, and guess what? Now he's my ex-close friend. Well, that answers his question all right, even though Julio's not my friend anymore either after what happened last year. But hey, you know what? I didn't get associated with him in the long run, so, it ended just where, it ended like, when after, what was it, like 10 years later, or 9 years later. So, it is what it is. But let me just get into this topic quickly, right? Look, I know it's already mid-August. I can care less at this point about worrying about my remaining friends. And this is not to take a shot at them. Of course, they're my friends. I know that they have lives too. I mean, I've been saying that on the group chats too before I left most of them. I know everybody has lives. Not everybody gets, is on the group chats all the time. Eugene is not the kind of guy to be on the group chats all the time. Hence why he doesn't respond, actively like me and Russ would, But it just amazes me how he's still there, and like most of these, and I mean that's on him, dude. That's up to him if he still wants to remain in those group chats. When clearly he's said it how many times already that he wants to be removed from these group chats. All you have to do is just click leave, and that's exactly what I did. At least for most of them. I think I'm in only one now, but yeah. I mean, I think for the most part I'm only in one group chat now. But nevertheless, I'm still away from my entire circle. So at this point, I still don't miss my friends. I don't. Even Mari. I mean, it's and even though she's my best friend, look, I'm not saying this just because I said I still don't miss them. Doesn't mean that I'm being disrespectful and trying to forget about them. I've said that before in another video when I talked about where I'm at with my solitude mode as far as like my friends and all that. I feel like every single day that I come home from work, I always have to go through this. You know, where I gotta stand on the side and you got a freaking, you know, siren passing by. Whether it's a fire truck, whether it's a cop, whether it's an ambulance. I feel like I've already been through that like almost every single day. I'm just saying. But anyways, look, man, at this point, these guys, I mean, whoever is left remaining, Eugene, Russ, Boss. I mean, Russ for sure will still keep in touch with me and YouTube as well as Mari. So, you know, they're gonna stick around for sure. But as for the rest of the guys, I mean, at one point Anastasia had commented on one of my videos, but that was like early last month. Since then, she hasn't said anything, and you know, she may be just like the rest of the guys. Raymond, I mean, even though I hung out with him last on the 31st of July, maybe Ray might stick around, but I don't know. For the rest of these guys, I mean, look, they're gonna have to prepare just in case, because I'm gonna say it right now. If I'm gonna continue to stay in my dump to a point where I expect more bad things to happen to me, just like today and last month with that lawsuit, man, I forgot to print something for one of my family members. This is how bad this day has become. Yes, I did really well in my basketball shoot-around game, but I just totally forgot. I forgot. This is what happens. I told you, every time I'm in my dump, I'm always there to forget. That dump has turned me into a worse version of myself. And I don't want to hear people say, oh, yeah, that's on you. No! You shut up and understand where I'm coming from. This is exactly why I cannot continue my friendships with Julio, Tristan, Robbie. Like, they just don't get it, dude. If Julio's going to continue to try to reach out to me, well, guess what? I expect him to be upset at me. If he tries to reach out to me again, watch. I already know what he's going to say. If he tries to call me again and I reject it, he's going to be like, oh, hey, Jay, I've been trying to reach out to you last time, but you've been ignoring me. Do you have any issues? If you feel like, that you're having an issue with our friendship, I'll leave it on your court. The ball's on your court. If you want to talk about it, if you want to end it, be it. But please stop ignoring me. I know for sure Julio's gonna say something like that. I can already foresee it. This like, you know how I know? Because back then, there's been many instances where Julio, speculated that I was ignoring him. Like, this dude expects me to like answer him immediately on a lot of stuff, a lot of his texts. I mean, that's how desperate he is sometimes, dude. I'm not saying he's a desperate person, but there's times when he's so desperate. Well, maybe I'm just, like, I don't know, dude. Sometimes it's just, this is exactly this is exactly why it's so hard for me to just, really tell if, how smooth our friendship has been, because there's always been a lot of ups and downs, and it's not just me and Julio. It's me and Tristan as well. And to an extent, me and Robbie's, although that friendship has gone a little bit smoother than with both mine and Tristan and mine and Julio. But I have to say this again, dude. If I didn't hang out with Julio that often, he may think that like he may just think that like I'm ignoring him for good. That he might think that our friendship might come to an end. That's how I feel about what he thinks. I could be wrong, but that's how it's always been in our friendship. I mean, at least before he got married. I mean, since then it's just all been different. I mean, so like I get it. He said he's sorry. if he's done anything to offend me and all that. I get all that, but nevertheless, we're at where we're at with our friendship. But I just thought I'd get this out there, dude. I know I sound like a broken record, having said this in the last video too, about how it may seem like Julio may be so concerned that it seems like he might think that I don't really care enough for his friendship, just because that we don't hang out enough, or we never have hung out enough. I mean, that was then. Who knows? Like that's not the case. Like just the past few years after he got married. So that's all said and done. But I'm just saying, dude. But as for the rest of these guys, man, look, I think they should just not waste their time at this point. I feel bad, okay? I feel bad for them. I just think that they should just, prepare to leave me, because I feel like they're only gonna find themselves just waiting helplessly, of when I'm gonna come back. It's already August 10th. And I've been out of my friend circle since what? July 2nd. So it's a little over a month. How much longer are these guys going to need to wait? How much longer? This is why I think that they should just move on. These guys don't need me around. Especially Julio. Julio doesn't even need me around anymore. I know I've done him so much wrong. I get it, if he was still single, then that would be a whole different matter, but he's married now. He has Jenny, his wife. Robbie has his wife. I forgot what her name is. And he don't even need me around anymore. I bet you Trissa is probably married by now. Andrew's married with Arby. Those guys don't need me around. I don't know how many times I gotta say this. Like, I doubt, look, if it gets to a point where Julio thinks that I'm just, just if he thinks I'm just prolonging this wait, yeah, I know for sure he's gonna be upset, but it won't get to a point where, it's like he's that upset, because he already has his own priorities. Like I said, he's married. So there's really no reason for him to just keep me around. I mean, he's not worried about me like that anymore. He used to, but not anymore. He's got his own set of, tasks to work with on his marriage. You know what I'm saying? And, each year he's living another chapter into his marriage. The same with Robbie. So those guys are fine without me, for sure. I know that for a fact. So, it would not surprise me if they just, And I'm not saying this like I want to push them away. I don't want to. But look, I've been on my dump for way too long already. This is why I'm not even talking to them. Because if I come back, look, they already know if I'm still in those group chats, they're gonna see me go off today. They're gonna see me go off and blowing up their phones, as Carlos always says. Well, you know what? I know how much it's gonna piss them off. Like Carlos has been fed up with it. That's why he left all the group chats. Julio's already left probably like one of them, and Robbie already left one of them too. So look, I'm just saying, dude. I'm not making this video to make it seem like I really want to push my friends away. No, I'm not talking bad about them like that. I'm just stating that, it's best for them to just prepare in case that, if they feel like, I've been prolonging my wait, to reach out to them, then like I said, I just think they shouldn't waste their time, because by doing that, they're just gonna find themselves just worrying too much, essentially for nothing. Okay? And look, I mean, I appreciate who I have. I'm not saying that I want to care, but I'm just saying that it's best for them to just, you know, to just lessen their worries and just let me be until I come back. And I hope that is the case with them. All right. So, and I'm saying this for Julio as well, but I don't know, dude. Like it's different with some of these people. So for the most part, I think Russ is still going to keep in touch. For the most part, I think that Mario might still keep in touch, you know, on this channel. So I mean, they're good. As for the rest of the guys, like a Boss and Neil, I don't know about them. Anastasia, I don't know about her now. I mean, it's been that long, and Nathan as well. You know, I'm counting him on this too. I don't even know he's still sub to me at this point. I haven't heard from him, and he's probably fed up too. I wouldn't be surprised if he unsubbed, because I lost a sub and then I regained a sub. So, I mean, not that I'm trying to ask for more. I mean, even though I already reached 430 plus, but you know. Anyways, man, I don't want to take too long here. I know it's just been that kind of day. Again, I don't know how many more kind of days do I have to have, like, for as long as I'm still in that dump. You know, that dump is just like the worst place to be in. You know, I'm glad Carlos didn't even apply there. You know, and he's better off in Disneyland. I would have been better off somewhere else too, quite frankly. But unfortunately, I still gotta deal with what I gotta deal with. Like this goddamn power outage that happened twice today. Good Lord, man. Imagine how stressful that might be, especially if I'm working on something urgent. Screw that place, man. I'll see you later. Peace. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.